Hello everyone, so today, if you clicked on this video, that means you want to know how to solve Rubik's Cube. So, at first, this cube, a Rubik's Cube, may sound impossible to solve at first. But as soon as you're done watching this video, you'll know how to solve this. Yeah, this right here. Okay guys, so, since it's all scrambled up, we're going to begin solving. So, as you might have seen on the black title for a second, this is the first section. So, first we are going to be solving the white cross. And this is to where, there's a cross in the middle. And make sure that your white is in the middle. And one fact about the Rubik's Cube is all the sides will be aligned. So, like, red, blue, orange, and green will be aligned. So, like, if you turn this side like this, no matter what, all these sides will be aligned. Like, the center pieces will never change. So, that's one thing you need to know in Rubik's Cube solving. So, yeah. First, we're going to solve the white cross. So first, what you want to do is you want to look for a piece that looks like this. So look for a piece like this. So when you see the color of this piece right here, turn it to the piece that matches the color. So blue matches this color, and then we're going to turn it like this, and there we go. We have our first piece, but we're not done yet. We still have to solve the 3 other pieces. So then, as you can see right here, there is a red piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it down to the bottom, and then we're going to move it, and then it's below the red. But you may notice that this red is like the white is here instead of the red. The red should be here. So what we're going to do is we are going to move it like this, but then move it again, and then turn the top like this, and then turn it up like that, and then there you go. Now you just solved the second corner. Now we are going to do the third one. So, as you can see, we have one here, the same issue as the red one. So instead, we could do another feature, which is to turn it below the orange. It can't be green because the white is here. And we're going to turn it to here, and then that'll go there. So now we have 3 out of 4 edges solved. And then as you can see here, this piece is correct. The orange is facing the orange. The white is about to face the white right there. So then we can just turn it. And there we go. We have the white cross. Okay, so the first step is now complete on how to solve this Rubik's Cube. But we're not done yet. Now we have to solve the corners to be white. So what you are going to do is you're going to do this algorithm. So as you can see, this piece, even though it's already aligned up, it's in the incorrect spot. So what you're going to do is you're going to move it up like this. So right, left, and then turn this piece back down. And then what you're going to do is, so you're going to turn this until the sides are orange and blue, or whatever sides the colors are on this corner. So this corner is this. So as you can see right here, when you're solving the white corners, make sure you know that the colors here match the colors on the side of it, okay? Now, you may wonder, how the heck are we going to get this piece into there? Well, what we're simply going to do is we're going to do an algorithm like this. Right, left, right side down, and right. and this can't be solved yet. So if it's not there already, do it again. Right, left, right, side down, right. And it's still not solved, so let's do it. Like this. And keep doing this algorithm until you fully get it. And there we go. We got our first corner solved. And now let's just solve the other corners, but instead what we're going to do is there's a little shortcut for this. So instead of doing like a billion moves with this corner, we're going to do the left side. So it's left side up. You turn right like this, and then there you go. 2 corners finished. Okay, we're good there. So now we have to turn this, and then for this one, we do the same righty algorithm. So it goes like this, as you may know. And there we go. 3 out of 4 side corners finished. And now we're going to do this. So right side up, turn left, and there you go. Now you have the whole entire white side finished. But also, congratulations, you just solved the first layer. But one quick note though, make sure that all these sides are correct. So the green side has all the green linked together, the orange all has to be linked together, the blue has to be linked together, and the red has to be linked together. You know what I mean. If all these colors are not mixed together, restart and watch this video again. Okay, so congratulations for making it this far. You just solved the first layer. So now, you're probably wondering, how do you solve the second layer? Well, simply, you're going to turn it upside down. So, this is the upside down layer. This is the yellow side. This is the top. This is the bottom. Good to know. Then what you're going to do is you're going to look for a piece on here in the middle like this that does not have yellow on it. So for example, this doesn't have yellow on it, so I'm gonna move this to the color that this color matches. So I'm gonna move it here, and then as you can see, this is red. The red has to go here, the green has to go there, but instead of moving it towards where it has to go, we're actually gonna have to move it away. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to take one of these pieces out and then install it back in. And there you go. You just got this piece from here to there. Now, we're going to do the next piece. So, we're going to look for a piece. But one thing to remind you is, well, what if a piece is like this? Like in between corners, it's not supposed to. Well, or even like in its correct spot, but it isn't in the correct orientation. Well, what you do is you're gonna actually take the white piece out again like this, and then you're gonna reinstall it using the lefty algorithm. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have to move it to here, like with the last thing we did. So, since it has to go here, we're going to move it away again, and then we're going to do the lefty algorithm again. And then we're going to put it back in, and there you go. You just got the middle piece in there, which is honestly pretty cool. So, then do it the same. This has to go here. So you're going to turn it and then take the piece out and then put it back in. There you go. And then we do the same with this. So this has to go here. So we're going to move it away. And there you go. You got all the 4 sides done. And also, you just completed the second layer as well. So good for you. But one quick note though. You have to pay attention in order to solve the second layer though, because if you don't think you clearly paid attention and you don't see these places in the right spot, then you should just watch this tutorial again. Okay, so now that we have the second layer finished, we're going to move on to the top cross, or mostly known as the yellow cross. So, what you want to do for this is find a piece like this, turn it 90 degrees, and then do the righty algorithm. So, it's like this. And then if it's still not on top, you can do it again like this. And then we have 3 correct, and then you move this back so we don't ruin the white side. And then you turn this back up 90 degrees to reset. And there you go. You just solved the top cross. Okay, lucky you. You just solved the top cross. But now we have to solve the corners to get them in the right position. Not corners, I mean like these parts. So what we're gonna do is, if you have pieces across from each other like this, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do something called a soon from here, which goes like this. This goes up, you turn this to the left, this goes down, and then you'll turn this all the way here until it's like this, and then turn this back up, and then turn this down. And then if you turn it, you see you got all the sides correct. But we're not done yet though. But one thing I gotta tell you about, if, for example, 2 correct pieces are across from each other, you're gonna do a soon from here. Of course, I'm not gonna do it because, you know, I don't want to mess up the cube, but just a good reminder. So, you can keep watching this part until you memorize the soon. Okay, guys, so you're very close to being a genius on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. But first, there is a direction you have to follow, though. So even though we corrected all the top cross and now it's all correct, we still have to correct the corner pieces also. So what we're gonna do is look for a piece that's already in its correct spot, like this one. This one is in its correct spot because it has red and green, which is on both sides, like this. So we're going to do something called the Nick Cross, which goes like this. Right hand writes it up, left hand left side up, right hand writes it down, left hand left side down. And as you can see now, there are 2 sides correct. This is correct and this is correct. So now we can go on to the next step. But in some cases, there may be some times where you have to do the Nick Cross more than once. So in order to memorize the Nick Cross, then fast forward back because I don't want to mess up this cube. And there's also in some rare cases where you could just be solving the corners and somehow all the sides are faced up the right way, and boom, your cube is solved. And there's also another time to where you could literally solve your cube even before you solve the yellow cross. But it's very rare. You have to be lucky in order to do it. But anyway, you should watch this even if you got lucky, because you're definitely not going to want to miss out on this. So, if you have 4 corners that are not faced up correctly but are in the correct spots, then your chances are high if you want to solve a Rubik's Cube. If there's only 1 corner in the correct spot that's solved, unfortunately you're going to have to restart because that doesn't count. If there are 2 in the correct spot but are not solved, you're good. If there's 3 in the correct spot, then you have to restart. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the righty algorithm until this cube is solved. So it goes like this. So we do the same as we did before. And there we go. Now, you may think you're going to mess up the whole cube, but actually it's magical to where like the cube is automatically solved. So if your cube looks messed up, don't get worried, because it will get solved magically. So what you want to do, you may notice this pattern right here. When you have this pattern, turn it to face like this. And then turn this. Don't turn the cube, just turn this. Because if you turn the cube, you're going to mess up the whole thing. So turn this, and as you can see right here, this is the signal that you're about to solve your cube. So we're going to do it like this, like we did with the last corner. And look at this. Then you turn this right, and then this left. And there you go, guys. You just solved a Rubik's Cube. Look at that. You just solved a Rubik's Cube. Now, in order to solve one, this took a lot of practice for me to try to even solve once. That's right, only once. So make sure to follow this tutorial very good, and make sure to pay attention closely. So that you can solve your Rubik's Cube on just the first time. So yeah, guys, that is how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and guys, I will see you next time, and goodbye.